The alien woman I saved turned to me and said, "The moment you saved me, you became my husband." The battlefield was quiet now. Smoke drifted over the scorched hills, and the cries of war had faded to silence. I moved carefully through the rubble, my rifle hanging loosely in my grip, more out of habit than need. The enemy had retreated hours ago, but then I heard it, a soft whimper. Not human. I followed the sound and found her, pinned beneath a fallen beam, half conscious, blood staining her lavender skin. An alien woman, one of theirs, but she didn't look like a threat. She looked broken, frightened, barely alive. Her golden eyes fluttered open as I approached. For a moment, she looked confused, then terrified. I raised both hands. "I'm not going to hurt you." She tried to speak, but her mouth trembled instead. I didn't wait. I dropped my rifle, knelt beside her, and started moving the debris. "You're going to be okay," I said, more to myself than her. Her leg was crushed beneath the beam. I found a piece of metal, wedged it underneath, and used all my weight to lever it up. It took everything I had. With a cry of pain, she pulled free and collapsed against me. I held her gently. "You're safe now." Her breathing was ragged, but she looked up at me, eyes wide and shimmering with something I couldn't name. She whispered in her strange accent, "You saved me?" I nodded. "Yeah, couldn't leave you there." Her hand slowly reached up and touched my chest. Then, "The moment you saved me, you became my husband." I blinked. "What?" Her eyes fluttered shut. She passed out of my arms. They let me bring her to our medics. Technically, she was the enemy, but the war was ending and most commanders were tired of blood. They patched her up in silence and didn't ask questions. She slept for 2 days straight. When she woke, she asked for me. I entered the infirmary and found her sitting up, bandaged, her hair cascading over her shoulders like flowing light. Her golden eyes met mine. "You came," she said. "Well, yeah," I said awkwardly. "You asked for me." "You saved me," she said again, her voice steady this time. "And you said something weird." I replied, "Something about me being your husband?" She nodded solemnly. "Yes, it was not strange. Not to me." I sat at the edge of her bed. "You're going to have to explain." "In my culture," she said slowly, "a life saved is a life claimed. When a warrior is saved from certain death, especially by someone from another race, it is considered sacred. A bond is formed, irreversible." My mouth went dry. "You're serious?" "I am alive because of you. My people believe the spirit chooses whom it belongs to in moments of death and rebirth. My spirit chose you." I sat back. "So what? You're telling me we're married now?" She looked at me, calm and unwavering. "Yes, but we barely know each other. Knowing is not the beginning. It is a journey after bond." I couldn't help but laugh. "Well, I didn't expect to get a wife today." She tilted her head. "Do you reject the bond?" I hesitated. I looked into her eyes, clear, honest, full of quiet strength, and remembered the way she looked at me when I lifted that beam off her, like I was the first person in the galaxy to treat her as something worth saving. "No," I said, "I don't reject it." Her expression softened. "Then I will remain by your side." Her name was Thalari, a soldier like me, but from the other side. The war had pulled us into conflict, but she wasn't a killer. She was a protector. Like me, she'd only ever wanted peace. We spent the next days talking. She told me about her family, her home world where the grass glowed blue in the dark, and how she once believed all humans were monsters. I told her about Earth, about snow, about coffee and old movies. She found it all fascinating. At night, she would sit beside me under the stars. Never too close, but never far. One night, I asked her, "What if your people find out you bonded with a human?" She looked at me seriously. "Then they will see what I see, that you are worthy. And what if they don't? Then I will still stand beside you. That is what it means to be joined." Weeks passed. The war officially ended. Our side signed peace accords. Soldiers were told to return home. But I didn't go, because by then, I knew something else had changed in me. I looked at the RA, standing in the grass under a moonlit sky, and I realized I didn't want to leave her behind. I didn't want to return to a world where she wasn't. "You still think we're married?" I asked one night. She smiled gently. "Not think. I know, and you have not run away." "I don't want to," I said. "In fact, I want to make it official. Human style." She blinked. "What does that mean?" I knelt, reached into my coat pocket, pulled out a simple ring, a scavenged piece of polished metal, shaped during downtime in the field. "This is how we do it," I said. "We kneel. We ask. And if you say yes, it means we walk together, always." She stared down at me, then took the ring gently. Her voice trembled. "Then my answer is yes, Caleb." It was always yes. The alien woman I saved turned to me and said, "The moment you saved me, you became my husband." I didn't understand it then, but I do now, because some bonds aren't formed by time. They're forged in fire, in a single moment when one soul reaches for another and never lets go.